Good morning, St. Louis, and welcome to another stop on the STL Donut Tour. Today's donut destination is JMC Donuts on Natural Bridge Road. This family-owned donut shop was named Neighborhood Favorite on the Nextdoor app in 2020 and serves amazing donuts 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Let's take a look at those JMC donuts. Alright everybody, we're back with some donuts from JMC, Donuts and Sandwiches. Let's take a closer look. These donuts look absolutely delicious. I am so excited to break into them. So let's start off with the glazed yeast. Look at this. This is just beautiful. You've got an amazing looking, well-defined ring around the center. You've got a beautiful glaze all over. Take and break this open. Oh, that is so soft. Oh, so amazingly yeasty. That is amazing. Rich, buttery, yeasty, very soft. Just melts in your mouth with just a really great crisp sugar glaze over the top of it. That's an amazing donut. JMC's glazed yeast donuts. These are great. You've got to check these out if you get a chance. JMC's on Natural Bridge Road. These donuts are no fooling. Nothing better than donuts and coffee. On to donut number 2. We've got the old fashioned. I got a glazed old fashioned. They also have an iced old fashioned as well. But these look delicious. Let's take and break this open. Oh, nice and crumbly. Whoa. Yeah, let's take a closer look at that. Wow. That's incredibly buttery, rich, so tasty. We got the built up sides here where it's nice and crispy with the sugar glaze. These are really good. I think these would be good to dunk. Let's check. Dunk these in some milk. Just, wow. all that sugar glaze just melts once it hits the coffee. So don't dunk it in your coffee. Dunk it in your milk. Finish it with your coffee. That's delicious. On to our next one, the sugar jelly donut. This is just, wow. Moving the plate here so it gets all the sugar in the plate. But this just looks absolutely amazing. It's just coated with sugar. So I can tear this open. Oh, look at that. Look at that jelly. That's crazy. That's a beautiful raspberry jelly right there. Donut is so soft. So the best thing about the sugar jelly donut is the Bismarck itself is just so incredibly soft, but you get a crunch. You get a literal crunch from every bite from all of this sugar that's all around it. That's what I look for in a good jelly donut. With the sugar jelly is that good crisp outside with a beautiful soft inside. That's a really nice jelly as well. That's a beautiful raspberry jelly. I highly recommend JMC's sugar jelly donuts. All right, so I got a couple donuts left. This one here was really interesting to me. I hadn't seen this done before. This is the buttermilk. I'm not sure if they call this an old-fashioned or not. It's just a nice buttermilk cake donut, done up like an old-fashioned. The different styles of donuts that are called old-fashioned varies wildly around St. Louis. I'm actually going to do a follow-up video coming up here on the styles of donuts, and the old-fashioned is one of my favorites, as it's one of the most interesting stories on all the different styles of donuts that are called old-fashions and where they come from. But this is a beautiful buttermilk cake, and it's done in a cruller style, or a little bit larger than a standard old-fashioned would be. But I just had to get one of these. So we're gonna break this open, check out what we got. This smells really good. This tastes different than this one did. Like there's a difference in the doughs. It's a good difference. This one here doesn't have near as much of the sweetness. It has a really nice mellow flavor to it. It is beautiful cake, very soft. I like it. I haven't had one like this yet. I've had a couple similar, but the taste is just really nice. It is, it's not overly sweet, it's not overly buttery, it seems to be very balanced, and something that will go really nicely with milk or coffee. I do get the slight tang from the buttermilk, like at the end and the very back of my mouth. But it's really light. It's not as pronounced as some other buttermilk old fashions I've had from other places. It doesn't have an intense spice or intense tang to it. Like I said, this is an incredibly balanced donut, and it is really, really delicious. It's almost like a subtle vanilla flavor. Delicious. Okay, everybody, I've got 2 donuts left. The glazed croissant style yeast donut. So this looks so interesting. So we have that beautiful ring around the whole thing there, like the glazed yeast. We have the nice crisp icing over it. Very, very soft though. I can feel it, just, it's fluffy in my hands. And we're gonna take and tear this open right here, one of these little nodes. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's amazing. That's so good. That's so good. Now, the biggest difference between this and the glazed yeast is, to me, like the shape of it provides more of the dough. So when you take a bite, you're getting more dough, a larger surface area of dough and smaller amount. That's really good. That is a delicious alternative to a glazed yeast ring, the glazed yeast crescent. I love it. I'm sure like 4 of the other shops that I've been to actually have these, and I just haven't been early enough to get them. But I'm trying to show when a regular person goes out for donuts, yeah, maybe once or twice I'll get there really early, but I'm not gonna, wait outside the door for them to open at 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm going to go between 7 and 10 a.m., depending on when the store opens. Trying to get there a couple hours after they open, just to try to get there, so you can see what the average day holds for this donut shop. If I'm getting there by 9 a.m. and the cases are pretty much empty, then you should probably get there a little earlier. And I intend to go back and do a couple episodes because earlier with my first probably 2 or 3 episodes, it was winter time and I was getting there kind of late in the morning, so they didn't exactly have their best stuff out. So I will be revisiting shops that I got to a little late and that didn't have a lot, just so I can make sure to get their best example of what they have. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So that way, you can kind of decide on your own. Oh, hey, it's 8:30, let's go out for donuts. Plenty of good shops out at 8:30 that have great donuts. Speaking of, today at JMC, I stopped by there at about 8:30 this morning. So they had a nice full case and some beautiful looking donuts. And they also do sandwiches there as well. So you can check out JMC Donuts and their information down below for all of their stuff they have, as well as I believe there's a picture here of the menu board, so you can check out their pricing. All right, everybody. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the pièce de résistance. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this apple fritter. Oh my God. This thing eclipses my head. So huge. Again, this has got to be like 2 pounds. Wow. Just first off, amazing looking glaze. Look at this. All around, nooks and crannies. Oh, I can smell the cinnamon. It's so, so delicious. I'm gonna break just a little piece off up here. Oh, wow, look at that. That is beautifully brown and delicious. Just veins of cinnamon running through. This looks so good. This is amazing. It's so soft. It is light on the inside, and I thought it was going to be really dense considering the weight of it. But it's so soft on the inside. It's just as soft and melts in your mouth as the glazed donuts are. The glazed yeast. These, wow. Little chunks of apples all throughout. That's something special. This is a really good apple fritter. If you like your apple fritters with apple, with a good apple flavor, not just a, hey, I think there's some apple in there somewhere, you've got to try JMC's apple fritters. These are really good, very appley. Wow. This is just, oh my God. I'm gonna sit here for the rest of the morning, maybe the afternoon too, and finish this. If you are on the hunt for best apple fritter in St. Louis, you've got to try JMC's. You've got to put them in the running. These are amazing. This whole experience so far, I have to change my favorite place for donuts like every week. So I have basically stopped having this is the ultimate favorite, bestest one of these, and I'm just trying to enjoy all that there are to offer, because there are so many different varieties and versions, and depending on where the recipes came from and how old they are and how much of each of the ingredients are in there, they're completely different donuts. This tastes like a totally different apple fritter than an apple fritter from any of the other places that I've been so far. But it's still an amazing apple fritter, and I totally know it's an apple fritter. If you're someone who loves apple fritters, you should totally check out JMC Donuts on National Bridge Road. These will put a smile on your face. Loving them. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode of STL Donut Tour. Next week's my birthday, so I'm going to a couple of different shops, and I'm going to have a special episode for you. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe down below. Hit the bell notification so you can find out when the next donut destination will be, where we'll be looking for the gateway to the West through fried dough on STL Donut Tour. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a great day.